She's all done, mate. Huge bombshell video. Unbelievable. Yeah, mate, channel's finished. In the bin. In the toilet. No more. This video is riddled with bombshells. Crazy testimonies. Things you never thought they were going to be. I'm on the edge of my seat to tell you all these things. Just like I'm on the edge of my seat to tell you about today's sponsor. Dirt. Ever had food before? Good chance it came out of dirt. I mean, like, if you didn't have dirt, what would your washing machine do? Huh? Do you ever think about it? And, like, come on, mate, one of the best sensations in the world is, like, when you're vacuuming and you find that spot where all the dirt is in the carpet, mate, and, like, you go, and, like, you go over it, you can hear it all going in the machine. Well, that's the best, mate. Well, I just keep a pot of dirt near the front door, so if I'm ever feeling down, mate, I just you know, give it a bit of vac and just get that euphoria. So, yeah, cheers, dirt. Just use the code word below, Bronchus, every time that you open up your tumble dryer, and I'm sure it'll be lint-free. Absolute bombshell about this channel. Frank quit years ago. Oh, gosh, Frank quit so early on. Like, I think it was the first warehouse. She was like, I don't care. I've got other stuff to do. I got to lay in a pile and just make poo smells. And I respected that. And so we worked around it with just CGI, frankly. And, like, it cost so much. All the money I've ever earned has just gone into CGIing Frank for those fun little bits at the end of the video. And your CG work, you know, you use prop work, you know, so like to help you interact with it. So literally Frank's stand-in has been this out-of-date hot dog with Sharpie on it. That's what I've been talking to this whole time. It was computers. I mean, she writes in just to brag how well she's doing. I mean, you know, she did get turned into a plush toy. So glad Frank's doing good. That's not even the biggest bombshell. You know, make sure you watch all the way to the end, okay? You got to watch all the way to the end for this bombshell that I'm teasing you about. This bombshell that's going to be coming up, and you got to watch all the way to the end. And we're going to get back into it, you know, right after the sponsor. The sun. What, you ever had food before? Good chance the sun had something to do with it. I mean, it's pretty good. You know, I get sunburn easily, but I can't say bad stuff about it because, you know, today sponsors the sun. But, you know, sunshine's pretty good. I'm content with the dark. But what? I'm not allowed to say that. The sunshine's the best. You know, so, like, huge thanks to the sun for sponsoring this video, mate. And just use the code word "ow my eyes" every time you walk in at home, and you're guaranteed to find another mole that you need a dermatologist to look at. Or, you know, I like do fun voices and stuff, you know, the test microphones and whatnot. Well, like, this one time, mate, like, this is actually me voice, and, like, this whole time, mate, I've been, like, suppressing it, and, like, the voice you've been hearing, like, to sound professional, yeah, that's my version of professional, and it's, I feel like a big release right now as this whole channel's wrapping up. Remember, it's all finished, mate. But this is who I am, and like all the stories I've been saying, mate, like they're actually true, hey? Because like big reason this channel's gone away, mate, is like I don't own anything on this table, mate. Like this is someone else's bedroom, and like you know, like what is this? I don't know what this is, but I've totally gotten away with it, mate, because I usually sneak in while he's at work, and it turns out he's a heavy sleeper, because I've been in here at 3 in the morning, mate. He's actually right there, and so like I've been eavesdropping on every single text messages, and it turns out like they're moving out. So, like, you know, that's the end of this channel, mate. Right, there's even more bombshells, mate, but just after this sponsored message. Water. Ever had food before? Good chance that you've had water with the food. Pretty sure that there's water in most food. Water wasn't in food. I think it'd be the stuff that space people have, where it's just massively dehydrated or something. I don't know. But, like, you know, cheers, water. Thanks for being there. You know, couldn't done it without you. And just use the code WET. So like, mate, the bombshells keep coming, hey, because like it's not just this channel that's suffering, mate. It feels like, you know, garbage time, mate. That's gone. No more cars. All the cars are gone. And like I think the drum thing's been bought out and turned into something else. They just haven't rebranded it yet, mate. You know, like this one time I had like a big bombshell, mate, and I made people wait a really long time while I drew it out. And then more like mid-rolls you can stick in there, and you can monetize the videos, hey. And so by saying from the beginning, make sure you stick around to the end for that big bombshell. Well, I don't know, maybe I'll stick it somewhere else. You won't know unless you watch the whole video, mate. I'm going to drop this bombshell. You're not going to believe it. Bombshells are plenty. The big one, I've already told you a bunch. You thought they were good, mate. They're nothing compared to this last one, which you're going to hear about just after this sponsored message. Wind. You ever had food before? Good chance that there was wind in your hair while you were having it. Or not if you're inside. Or maybe you had the window open. Or an oscillating fan. Or maybe those ones they put on the ceiling. I don't know. Never owned a house. Never seen that. I mean, I've looked through people's windows to watch how they live. And I guess I have seen some of these fans. But I've never seen them while they were in the possession of me directly, other than when I squat in rental houses that haven't been released yet. So cheers, Wind. Thanks for making me think about my situation some more and about how hard it's going to be without any of these channels. And I'm going to feel the wind in my hair when I'm sleeping on the streets. So make sure you use the code word PASSINGSTINK every time you step over me on your way to the library, because that's where I'll be. Alright, mate, I'm going to give you the bombshell, and I'm going to give it to you straight up. I never got my pen license. You know, so thanks so much. I actually have to go.
Get out! Why this is my house now? I know you're leaving soon. No, I'm telling them not to put No, I did.
Frank, what are you doing on the counter? Don't you lift the counter. Frank, stop it. Frank, stop it. No!